toss has just been taken. Scarborough have won the toss. They are going to kick to the Midland or the left end as you look at it on your video. And we are here for what promises to be a wonderful grand final. Joined in commentary by Tim. Tim, welcome aboard.
Thanks, Cam. It's a great afternoon. Looking forward to a tight contest today here at Steele Blue Oval. We've just seen a massive storm front go through the A Reserves game. Heavy rain and probably helped North Beach to hang on in the end, but it's looking like it's clearing a little bit, and if there is the odd shower, won't be too bad.
So far so good. It is overcast, but there is no rain on the forecast for at least that first quarter, as you say, Tim. This is probably a case of the best team of the year in North Beach against Scarborough, who've been the best team of the finals so far. Scarborough have had to do it the hard way. They've had 2 wins over the last 2 weeks, and they've booked their date with North Beach, who of course got here by beating CBC in the second semi-final. Both teams had to knock off CBC to make it. Last week, of course, Tim, it was your boys that just got the job done.
That's right. We've come from 4th spot, but have come into the game with momentum the last 3 weeks, especially having to travel through to Morris Buzzacott to take on the Catholics down there for EOCBC, and then out to Curtin Uni to beat Curtin Uni Wesley. So we were pretty happy with the way things have ended up. Injuries have been put to one side. Unfortunately, Clay Murray missed out in the game here today, and I know there's been a couple at North Beach that we saw running around in the reserves that have played a lot of senior footy this year.
Yeah, so Swain was one of the ones who was probably last man out for North Beach. He did play earlier today. It was North Beach winning that A Reserves Premiership 5-8 to 4-8 over Wesley Curtin. Interestingly, Scarborough have been the best attack across the year. They've had 673 points. North Beach have been the second best attack, 661. Not necessarily a day conducive to high scoring, but these are 2 teams that can put score on the board.
Yeah, and as we saw through there, you know, the other player that missed out for North Beach is Tunbridge, who many would know from his days at West Coast Eagles. I think played a couple of games over the last few years. But due to the point system brought in the Amateur League, North Beach had too many, so couldn't fit him in. But we're getting ready, players going into positions now, ready for a tight contest.
So Joey Deegan, the Jamison medalist from last week, he's got a little bit of attention early on. Scarborough are going to try and get to him. It looks like Baker has got a job on him. He is putting on some close bodywork. Adam Cocky, the Subiaco West Coast veteran, goes over to help out his young teammate. Umpire has the ball. We're not moments away from the start of the 2020 A-grade grand final for the Perth Football League.
And in the ruck you got old versus new. Cole Cranley up against young Lewis Putt, who could still be playing Colts. Here we go.
Cranley and Putt go at it. Cranley gets the first tap away. It's Cocky who can't collect at ground level. Nice soccer forward by Scarborough. They go forward first.
That's Ryan Sheen on that left foot, has pushed it forward through to Warren Benjamin. Scotty Worthington in there as well, but North Beach have picked up and kicked long onto the wing.
And here it comes, a Glen ball in dispute. Nice work from McGuinness. He's going to get a kick away. Nice smother again from the Scarborough player. Good tackle taken there by Lamont. He'll be an important player today. Ball goes out of bounds, and we'll have a throw in on the members' wing here at Bassendean Oval.
That's a good smother by Harry Court there, backed up by the captain Liam Robilliard. But throw in here now. Louis Putt again up against Cranley.
Cranley got to front position, got it down. Cocky slipped over at the important moment. Worthington there can't collect. He does put a heavy body contact on though. Ball in dispute. I think we're going to have another ball up.
That's a great bump there from Scotty Worthington, the Kalgoorlie boy, and you've got Chris Baker in there, who is looks like he's having a tight game with Deegan. And back for that ball up.
Cocky and Worthington, old Subiaco teammates on one another at the moment. It's Cranley that gets the hand pass away, comes out to the back, picked up by Holden, and he's going to drive for the first inside 50 of the day for North Beach. Under it is thing, two smothers come down. Ball is worked out. It's a shot on goal by Lamont. This will be the first score. It's just a little outside though, and Lamont has got the first score of the day. It is 1 behind for North Beach.
Good pressure there by Scotty Tyres to force that ball to the boundary, but North Beach certainly had some run at the bottom of that pack, and here we've got the skipper, Wade Toomey, who is kicking in. Coach on that deadly right foot kicks long to the halfback flank for Scarborough. Heading towards Warren Benjamin, who's taken a great mark. Was onto that right boot, kicks long down, looking for Mitch McPhee. Here's big Stinger Ray. Stinger probably could have held that one. Slippery ball slightly. Mitch McPhee on the left. President Curtis Riddell running forward. He's got a couple of metres on Cranley, sells him some candy, puts her a banana, and Scarborough are on the board with the first goal of the day. Great work, and the boys are letting Cole Cranley know as per most ruckman, probably may not be the most brilliantly challenged guy, but that's getting one back from Ben Walker from a couple of years ago where Cranley split his cheek open.
We've seen some great goals in the reserves game and the Colts game earlier. In the A-grade grand final, you'll be hard-pressed to find a better individual effort and an individual shot on goal like that one there. Cranley, the ruckman, just didn't have the mobility. He's a mobile ruckman, but just didn't have the mobility to go with the goal kicker there. But that was an outstanding individual effort and a lovely way to open up the 2020 Perth Football League A-grade grand final.
And it came from a great grab by Warren Benjamin and a long kick, and you can see the focal point of Stingray. And it's interesting that Chrissy Botek is lining up on Warren Benjamin. Chrissy's got his hair pulled back like Mark Zanotti of the era, and he's got his work cut out there today.
North Beach did go forward, but Scarborough did go forward, and it looks like they're going to get a secondary entry here as well. Quick kick away. I think it was Valalonga that kicked it inside 50.
That was Adam Valalonga. Yes, here we go. That's was a Benjamin again in the play through. Great tackle again by Woz. Balls in a clearance. North Beach player's gone down hard and then had the pack land on top of him.
I think that may have been Joey Deegan. He got a handball. It was a very, very heavy tackle. He's very groggy to get up. I'm just waiting. It is Joey Deegan. He will keep going. He's a tough midfielder. He's the Jamison medalist. Cranley does win this ball down. Yeah, on the outside, though, it's Valalonga in best position. He's worried out of it by Piggott, who gives back to Holden, and Holden around the body towards wing. And a good mark is taken. Very good mark in the conditions. Are they going to look to cross the ball? No, they're going to continue to go down the line. Short pass comes in. And North Beach will retain possession. Looks like it might be Hoskins that has it. Hoskins wheels and goes towards centre half forward. McGuinness in front position. Great spoil, though, that came from behind. Cranley in position to take it. Can't gather, though. At ground level, he's supported. Deegan will get it out wide, and it's Cocky who looks to kick it towards inside 50 on the left foot. No mark taken. Good spoil by the Scarborough player.
Great hand in there. Again, that was the big double fist, but that was the Kellerberrin kid, Drew Kent, who got a hand in there. Good kick by Cocky out there. He was just about kicking from the fence line. So you would think he'd be a bit more in and under than that.
So it's Cranley up again against Putt. Putt at the back, moves the body well and got the ball away. But it looks like Scarborough in best, North Beach in best position. Hoskins with good hands in tight. Tackle laid, comes back out. Ball knocked out again. Leishman who had it, and Leishman's going to be pinged for holding the ball. Good play there from Scarborough.
A little bit slow, Leishman there. Reminded me a bit of his old man back in the day. But Liam Rebilliard's now got this ball from the switch. He's got an option here with Harry Court. Good handball there. Slippery one, hard one to pick up for Harry, but he's a natural left footer. Nothing to kick to, so he's gone inside, which is a tough one, and picked up there by Eckert.
Yeah, Eckert goes long, and Garcia's got out the back, so Garcia takes the mark just outside the goal square, and he'll line up for North Beach's first goal of the game. Was that the toughness of a grand final, that one? So Garcia, he's only going to kick from probably 10 to 15 metres out. Slight angle. This really should be the first goal of the game for Scarborough. In he comes, former Subiaco Reserves Premiership player. Kick is on the way. It's good. He's excited, Garcia. He gets the home fans in the McDonald's stand up. And on the Steele Blue scoreboard, it's North Beach that take the lead. It's 1 goal, 1-7. Scarborough, 1 straight kick, 6.
Yeah, a little bit disappointing there by Harry Court. You know, for a start, the handball was a long handball, but he had picked it up, had the option to kick long on that on his natural left foot, and chose to bring it back inside. And the error was costly, but good delivery there from Ryan Eckert and a good conversion.
It was good play from Eckert, and I like the pressure from Gill as well. It was Gill that probably put the pressure and forced that error from Court. And we're back in the middle. It's been an open start. Probably weren't expecting it with the weather. It's Cranley again that's up. At ground level, can't take it. Scarborough going to go forward, though.
Again, that was Ryan Sheen in the clearance. Joel Ashman goes through and gets held up. I think he could be in trouble here, yep.
A little bit unlucky. It looked like Mansfield might have got him a little bit high, but fortune favours North Beach on that one. They're going to be able to drive the ball in with Craig Hoskins to take that free kick.
I coached Tosco in Sereno Duncraig 16s back in 2008. Great kid, good, strong North Beach family. Speaking of slow players, Mick, his old man, was never got out of middle pace, but fantastic.
It was the skipper Dwyer that delivered, and now it's going to go inside 50. Scarborough in good position to be able to affect the spoil on the forward player. Ball again in dispute. Good spoil is put on, or good Shepherd rather.
Great tackle there again by Warren Benjamin. Stinger picks up, tries to get it out to Liam Rebilliard, but Came in a little bit high, and North Beach get the free kick.
Yeah, Mansfield it is. It's going to take that cocky swooping out the back. He wants it. But from way downtown, deep outside the paint, it looks like Mansfield's going to drive North Beach inside 50. Looks to hit up the leading player. Looks like McGuinness. He's misread that. It's overcooked the kick. In fact, it was Eckhart that was the intended target there. Good relieving mark by Scarborough.
Scotty Ties, great mark there. Handballs across to the coach. Wade Toomey kicks along to the far side, heading out towards Blair, Boobs, Ranford. And I think we'll have a throw in there. But good grab there. The ball just carried a bit longer than the North Beach player Eckert had thought.
Yeah, so good spoil coming up there. Simons really left his man and was able to impact that contest. It was good play by Simons. He's a very good one-on-one defender, but showing his wares to get up and make that smother. Again, it's going to be Putt and Cranley in the ruck. Cranley front position. Putt's done that a couple of times, just tried to body him. Umpire says it was in the back this time, though. Cranley with the give. Long kick. That one looks like it came from Leishman. And going back courageously, Scarborough player there. Who was that there, Tim, going back with courage?
I think that was Blair Ranford, the old hand from Scarborough, who got himself body in front of that pack without even looking over his shoulder. Fantastic effort, but unfortunately North Beach have got it here and will go long into their attack.
Yeah, so Joey Deegan, they've put a lot of time into him, you can tell, Scarborough. Deegan's going to be able to take this kick. Looks to hit up a leading player. It's Eckert again. Good spoil from the back. Ball in dispute. It's in the goal square for Scarborough, and they're able to force it through for the defensive behind.
Yes, again, it's a tight contest, as I think it's going to be all day. And again, Wang Tooby kicking on that far side, which is his favoured side so far in this first quarter, kicking long to Scotty Worthington.
Leishman with a good spoil.
Chrissy Botek was in that play as well, but Scarborough have run forward and North Beach have held back. Unfortunately, kicked straight across, and a great mark there by Chris Bryan. Just back from a hamstring injury, but he's been very close last week. Kicked out to Mitch McPhee as they push down the grandstand side. Drew Kent pushing an option forward, but they've gone through to the big man in Stingeray, who is up. But Zach Morgan, great tackle, good effort. Ball's in dispute here. Wade Toomey comes through. He's everywhere at the moment. Joel Ashman on that left foot, nothing in front. And looks like Chrissy Botek, who's been in a pretty good paddock by the look of things. Might have been hanging with his Uncle Rob a bit too much. But great smother there by Scotty Worthington. And I think the boundary will be the winner here.
Yeah, Botek, we've seen it a couple of times in the grand final. Players that are just taking their time to get accustomed to the heat of the game, and Scotty Worthington now has been able to lock that inside the Scarborough 50. He's going to be an important player today.
Lots of chance coming from the can bar from Scarborough, where they've been suggested that they go across. Adam Vallelonga will get on the end of this. Young fellow again, he's kicked that, and it's inside out, and he has kicked it through for Scarborough's second goal. Fantastic crumbing play by Adam Vallelonga. Again, one of the Colts brigade. His old man's a little fitness machine down there at the green zone in Warwick, but a great goal there by Adam Vallelonga, and put Scarborough 2 goals straight to North Beach 1 goal 2.
Yeah, Vallelonga, a Subiaco Colts premiership player back in 2018, has played every game of this COVID-shortened season with the Scarborough League side, and that was a very, very classy finish. He's a classy outside player, and we saw earlier in the reserves game some players really missing some gettable shots, some shots they could have done, but that was a very clinical finish from Vallelonga.
Change in the ruck for Scarborough. We've got the great man himself, premiership coach and Subiaco long-term captain Aidan Parker up against Cranley. Both of them miss it through. Shuff's coming through with the big soccer, misses the ball. Chris Baker over the top of Cranley, who's on the bottom of the pack. Cocky's coming in to lie on people. That can't be good for anyone. And there'll be another ball up in the end.
There's certainly some big bodies there in the North Beach midfield, and Cocky is going to make sure he puts his influence on the contest. He's at the feet of Cranley at the moment. It is Parker, though, that did get the tap out, and he's fed it back.
Warren Benjamin fed that nicely through to Sheeny, another Kalgoorlie boy. Tommy Irwin at the bottom of the pack with Zach Morgan, the young brigade, and the small men for Scarborough doing it. Here's Vallelonga again. Scotty Worthington front spot. Got a nudge in the back, but the ball's gone through, and I think Mitch McPhee has either kicked that. Not sure if it's Vallelonga or Mitch McPhee, but Scarborough get another goal, and the crowd in the Canbar go well. Scarborough 3 goals straight, 18 to 1 goal 2. Fantastic play there, especially from the young boys in Zach Morgan, Adam Vallelonga, And, of course, Mitch McPhee running through with pace.
I think it's fair to say that the game's being played on Scarborough's terms at the moment. It's been played on the outside, and Scarborough, you can see that pace. Vallelonga's been significant. But if that game continues to get played on the outside and this weather does hold off, I think Scarborough could be well having the game on their terms, Tim.
And it's interesting to see with Adam Cockey, who hasn't had a great amount of it at this stage, but his knee heavily bandaged. Reminds me of myself back in my last couple of games many years ago. Ryan Sheen on that left foot again, puts through. Great effort there from North Beach player. Or was it a free kick? No, Christian Botek here was being held, so Botek will go back.
Yeah, so Botek now has it. He's going to relieve from outside defensive 50. Scarborough have had all the play the last 2 or 3 minutes. We've gone 13 minutes in the A-grade grand final. Botek with the long kick. He's searching for a player, but Toomey read it best. Dropped a mark he probably should have taken. At ground level, it's Mansfield that collects. Can't gather. Off the deck goes the Scarborough player. Fisted forward. And again, Scarborough look like they're going to be able to repel and turn defence into attack.
Nick Hay forces it forward. Great mark there by Zach Morgan. He's got the runner, Blair Ranford, on the outside, running onto his wrong foot. Captain Liam Rebillard kicks forwards. Big Stinger's got this one. Oh, had it in place. Great spoil there in the end from the North Beach player in Halley. Ball in dispute. Mitch McPhee goes through. He's not going to get out of there. Great hard tackle. And finally the ball kicked out and it's out on the full. And Ryan Sheehan will bring it back into play with that left foot.
One of North Beach youngsters, the Maddock playing, that was the one that made that heavy tackle.
Ball's coming through. Sheeny centred it forward.
It looks like Scarborough are going to try and repel. It's Holden who's done that a couple of times now. Gill has got himself in some space. He looks up and sees Garcia, who's also found a little bit of space early on. Dropped a mark he should have taken. He's been able to follow up, though, a very good tackle, and he's going to be rewarded with a free kick here for holding the ball. Lucks of fortune there for Garcia because he probably should have taken that mark. Good follow-up effort, though, to make the tackle.
I think the decision should have been play on, I would have thought, in that circumstance. They were both very much in it.
Short pass, and it's a good mark taken there on the
Witheridge?
thing by Witheridge. It is Witheridge.
By Witheridge.
Former captain. Played every game again this year. He's a stalwart of the side. That kick he'd probably like to have back. He overcooked the kick. His teammate fell over as well.
Overthought it there. I think Witheridge was going to go long and then last minute tried to kick it short. Here's Scotty Ties. He's switched the play across again to the coach, Wade Toomey, on the Carlton list for a little while as well. Toomer. Ryan Sheen has been in everything, and these conditions will certainly suit this boy. He is hard as hard and was would have been the winner of the medal a couple of years ago if he hadn't been taken out.
Cranley did a good spoil there, and he's followed up well. For a big guy, that was some excellent effort. McGuinness comes but can't collect. Turned over, and I think it's Robillard that's picked it up again there.
Great pick up there from Stinger Ray. Kicks forward there to Scotty. Worthington's got the sit. Couldn't hold on to it with the wet conditions. We're now getting a good shower coming through. Who was that? Jolie Ashman had the ball. Lost it before he could get hold of it. Again onto that left foot. Kicked it out into that open space. And again, it was got the ball, but I think it's the boundary going to win. No, just kept inside. Worthos held him off well.
It's the Cat, and the Cat brings it out, and he's hit up Mansfield. Very good mark overhead. Umpire calls a player on the mark back. Mansfield looking up the field. Tough, physical player for North Beach. He's going to like it these conditions today.
Fair bit of work on those arms too over the time there on Mansfield.
His short pass has found Cranley. Not much to kick to. He's going to go short. Working hard to get into position there, and Mark was Witheridge. Starting to get his way into the game there, the veteran in Witheridge. He again looks up, not a lot to kick to. He's going to kick long down the line here at the members' side at Bassadine Oval. Scarborough have the numbers though. Falls to ground level though. Nice kick. Dangerous from Schofield. Couldn't pick up. It looks like it's Garcia down there.
Joel Ashman comes through. Tommy Willett there just as well. So great work there from Chris Bryan, and then helped out by President Curtis Riddell. But the slippery conditions are making it tough out there for the players.
The Captain Dwyer was the one for North Beach that couldn't collect, and some good pressure, as you say there, Tim, from the Scarborough players.
Matty Dwyer, son of a good Scarborough player in Noel Irvine.
Over the back, Leishman tried to go off the deck, but he had a fresh air swing. The Botchek kicks it inside 50, but very strong mark.
The VP, Tommy Willett, solid mark there. He sees the big dog in Nick Hay in the back line. Big dog's got one loose, chooses to go out far wing to Mitch McPhee. They've cleared that the defensive areas very, very quickly. Mitch is looking for options. Scotty Worthington gives him something, doubles back. No, it's Zach Morgan. Zach Morgan's got a bit of space there. Great work there coming through. Was that Holden? Shut down the space that President Kurt Riddell picks it up again, kicks it out to where Tommy Irwin will see that it's gone over the line on the far side.
Mentioned a little bit ago, we've gone 17 minutes in the A-League Grand Final, but when the ball gets out into space, Scarborough do look very dangerous. So one or two times they've got some clean ball from their back 50. They've looked very dangerous. It's taken a couple of little touches from North Beach to probably prevent a couple of inside 50s. Cranley and putt.
And Lewis putt again, that's right. Christian Botek gets through, gets a little space through the middle of the pack, kicks long. Good spoil there from Scotty Ties again, kicks it inside to Chris Bryan. Runs through. Who we've got here? We've got Stingeray, tough one to mark, and I think it will be again a boundary throw in deep in the forward line for Scarborough. Throw in right alongside the point post there to see Putt and Cranley go up against it again. And
Helly with a good spoil there to stop Ray. He's been in a good position a couple of times, Ray, to take it. Potentially would have taken it. Maybe the conditions having a little bit of an impact, but he's certainly around the place. Dangerous player for Scarborough is Ray.
And Stingeray's taken the ruck here up against Cranley. Putty's there, just parked himself at centre half forward. Ball onto Warren Benjamin again, who's been getting a significant amount of it in this first quarter, and on the left boot gets it through for Scarborough's first point. 3-1-18 to 1-2-8. Scarborough lead by 11 points.
It's a big defender, Simon. No, he's going to defer. He's going to give the ball off.
Chrissy Botek.
Yeah, it's Botek that's going to bring it into play. Runs his full measure and will kick long to the outer side here at Bassendean over. It looks like he's got Cranley in his sights, but good spoil comes from behind, and this one's going to go out of bounds for a throw in front of the can bar.
Nick Hay coming over the back. I'm sure Chrissy Botek would have been out the back of the house today with Dad Ezio, getting a few tips from Ez. He's a passionate supporter about football and loves watching his son play. Throw in here, we've got again Lewis Putt versus Cranley. Cranley's been in the ruck on his own the whole time by the look of things. Lewis needs to get in front from these. Warren Benjamin's been held on to. Pack's forming there.
It looked like the Piggott may have been taken without it. He wants a free kick. It's nothing doing though. McGuinness was another one there to try and pick the ball up. It's going to be another throw in. We've seen a number of different stoppages. That's probably back to North Beach's liking. They've been better when it's been in tight. It's Scarborough that have looked very dangerous, and at the moment they lead by 11 points.
North Beach appear to have one behind the ball at this stage, where we've got Harrison Court free across Scarborough's half-back line. Scarborough surge forward again. Joel Ashman gets across to Kurt Riddell, the president. He's had a great start as well. And here's Zach Morgan running with the flight of the ball. Has taken a good grab about 40 metres out. It's a battle of the long hair boys there with Zach Morgan and Christian Botek here. And Morgs is going to have a shot, which I think will test him. His old man's a premiership player at Scarborough, and he is a hard nut, this boy.
Wants to set it up on that left goalpost. Let the wind draw it back, I reckon.
He's going to fall short, but Wertho's in the front. Ball's down. Disputed. Someone calling for hole in the ball. Cocky gets it. Great handball out to Christian Botek here.
Botekia will deliver it outside 50. Oh, got over the back of a couple of Scarborough players. Off the deck it goes again, and now it's going to be North
Sam
Beach
Lamont.
that can do it. It's Lamont. Lamont, first time we've seen him get some space.
Run a fair way.
Oh, good tackle.
Run
That's
too
going to be
far,
holding the ball.
and holding the ball. Great chase by Lewis Putt. This boy's got a lung capacity as massive as a national water polo player. His brother's in the national team. Scarborough kicked long, but across the front drops
That's Schofield.
Schofield.
Yeah, Schofield takes the mark. Very good play by Putt to bring down Lamont, one of the real stars of the North Beach side. Wouldn't have expected to be calling that early in the first quarter. North Beach have got a chance here. They go inside 50, up in front, and that's a really strong grab. No, not paid.
He paid it.
No. In dispute now. Good tackle made by the Scarborough player.
Harrison Court, I think, is in there.
Craig Hoskins for North Beach as well. It's going to be another throw up with Putt there, and it looks like it's Cranley again.
Cranley's been rucked the whole quarter, Cam. He's been keeping himself busy.
He is a hard-working ruckman. He does get around the ground and do all he can for his side.
North Beach have got the numbers here now. Stinger's gone to ground. There's a bit of a dispute there, but great work there by Zach Morgan, and tackle there as well, backed up by Chris Baker. Head as hard as a cat's. Is just no stepping back for Bakes. He is a machine.
Two players there to make the tackle. Scarborough really on at the moment. You can just see the pressure that they're putting around the ball carrier, and then when they get it out in space, their ability to run is really impressive so far. We have seen a change in the ruck there. It looks like Schofield, who went up, he wasn't able to win it down at ground level, picked up by County. He couldn't get rid of it. Quick kick forward by Cocky. looks like who's coming
Chris
to get that?
Bryan, you've got Chris Bryan, Scotty Tides.
Cranley can't stay out of the play. He's gone to half forward and the ball sort of found him. So it's gone out in front of Cranley though, and we're going to have another throw in.
We're just seeing the little drizzle of rain still here at Steele Blue as the siren goes.
So that is quarter time of the 2020 A-League Grand Final. After one quarter, we've had Scarborough, 3 goals, 1-19, leading North Beach, who have got 1 goal to 8. For North Beach, their lone goal was kicked by Garcia. Tim, Scarborough goals?
Vallalonga with 1, possibly 2. Mitch McPhee, and the first one I'm still trying to chase down. We'll work through that over the course of time.
I still think we give Vallalonga 2 because he was the one that sort of did all the work to set that one up anyway. He's been very, very good early, and for North Beach, it was the big ruckman Cranley that's sort of been everywhere. Joey Deegan, the Jamison medalist, he's had a lot of attention, but he's done well. Hoskins around the midfield has been good, and Simons down back has also been very good.
And for Scarborough, you had a great quarter from Warren Benjamin, who really got them going. Kurt Riddell, the president, Stingeray's been in a lot of the play, but just not great conditions for the big man. But and of course Ryan Sheen's the other one that's been doing well in those centre clearances.
So that is quarter time of the 2020 A-League Grand Final. We will be back shortly. It is Scarborough 3 goals, 1-19, North Beach 1 goal to 8. Well, welcome back to the 2020 Perth Football League A-Grade Grand Final. It's been an interesting first quarter. Scarborough, when they've been able to get the play on the outside, have looked very, very dangerous. That is in part why they do lead this Grand Final after one stanza, 3-1-19 to 1-8. Tim must be happy with how the boys are going early on.
Yeah, it's a great start. That first goal by Kurt Riddell, where he sold Kyle Cranley the candy, stepped around him and dropped a banana on the boot. Fantastic. But good crowd here. Disappointing with the rain. That's probably scared a few off. But there's a few luminaries around the place. I saw Billy Duckworth a little bit earlier on, and just 1980 Richmond Premiership Darryl Freem just walking through from the Scarborough huddle.
You'd probably say the 3 goals that Scarborough kicked, very good dry weather condition football or goals, and let alone when we've had the wet weather we've had, they've really made the most of 3 50-50 chances, Scarborough. So that is one of the differences. But they have put themselves in position to get those goals with some good play. Ball's got the ball in the air, Tim. Second quarter about to get underway.
Again, it's Lewis Putt and Kyle Cranley in the ruck. Umpire throws it up this time. Cranley gets his first hand onto it, knocks it forward for North Beach. Vallelonga picks it up, handballs to Wertho. Wertho's on his wrong side, kicks on his right foot. Kurt Riddell fighting hard with Chrissy Botek, but Warren Benjamin again just picks it up as if it's dry weather football. On to Jolie Ashman, kicks forward. The big Shuffs will use his natural pace. Oh, I tell you what, that was a long way out, but the umpires will allow it, I think, for Scarborough Point to go 3-2-19.
It was a kick from way downtown, and Simons again, the big fullback from North Beach. He's ever reliable out there. He's going to bring it in on the left foot, kicks it outside of defensive 50. He's looking for Cranley. He can't mark it. Ground level, a nice little kick forward though, and it's up towards the wing. It's Garcia who's under it. This ball takes a funny bounce. It may go out of bounds. No, picked up by
Sammy Lamont.
Well done by Lamont. His kick, though, not good, and it is, in fact, it's been paid for deliberate. So it's going to be Scarborough ball.
No, I think the umpire, Scarborough, Nick Hay is going to pick it up. Bit of confusion there with what was going on, but the big dog will pick this up from the halfback flank boundary for Scarborough, and he will be pushing it forward. No, false start there. Umpires pulled him back. Umpires obviously didn't have enough camera in the first quarter, so they wanted to get more there.
They have been pretty good early on. Not sure about that one, though.
Nick Hay drives it long down the wing, looking for Lewis Putt. Stinger raised there as well, but great
Schofield.
mark in front to Schofield.
He's
Michael Schofield with strong hands there.
He's been good early. He's one of the improved players of this North Beach outfit. Kicks Long. He's going to try and drive him inside 50. It looks like Long is going to be the call for North Beach with the breeze somewhat at their back, though that wind does seem to have sort of transitioned to more of a cross breeze.
Good grab by Scotty Ties. Plays on across the goal to Harrison Court on his natural left foot. Kicks it through, looking for the big dog at half forward. He's been playing very well for the last 3 weeks of footy, the big dog. He's fantastic. Brother of Jonathan Hay, of course, of North Melbourne. Kicked like a dog, though, that one. But Wertho, with some strong plays, got it through.
More heavy pressure on Deegan whenever Deegan
almost
gets the ball.
A throw coming out there, but that's picked up by Vallelonga. Is it underneath there? Hard to tell. Surely umpire won't pay that. No opportunity, and we'll have another ball up.
Yeah, very good tackle there made by the veteran of the North Beach outfit, Witheridge. He's one of 2 played in the last North Beach Premiership back in 2010. It's Schofield in the ruck, wins it down. It's Dwyer, the captain and the other member of that Premiership team in 2010. No, a free kick is paid here. It's going to go away Scarborough.
Tuma will get that one. Not sure what it was for. Suggest it was high. He's gone into Lewis Putt, who's made great ground. Cranley had driven down a little bit further. Not much to kick to for Lewis Putt, but he gets it across into space there. Stingeray coming on it. Christian Botekia, great work, Christian.
Botekia does it again. He kicks towards the middle of the ground. It looked like he was looking for Deegan. Mansfield's there to put some pressure on. Makes one effort, makes a second effort. Ball in dispute. Looks like in there working hard was Witheridge for North Beach. Was it taken high?
Liam Rebillard straight through, not even worrying about what was coming against him. Big Shuff's got a push, knocked him over. North Beach fight back.
And they'll look to turn defence into attack. A couple of handballs to try and get it on the outside. That kick towards the middle of the ground, somewhat dangerous, but luck's a fortune. It's going to be taken. And it looks like it's Leishman there. So Leishman gets and goes. Rolls around onto that right foot. Long kick looking for Eckhart. It gets over the back though. Good pick up there at the back. That was by Garcia. Running into the open goal. Picking up. Is that Dwyer?
Matty Dwyer, yep.
Dwyer the captain. A much needed captain's goal to start the second quarter. And in that, gone 3 minutes in the second quarter. It's North Beach 2-2-14. They trail Scarborough 3-2-20.
Yeah, good play. Matty Dwyer got away from everybody there, and the ball popped out and just ran through into an open goal square to kick an easy one for North Beach. So I'm sure Scarborough reset as Chris Baker comes off and young Tommy Irwin goes on and goes down forward for Scarborough. Both
teams, when they've got the ball out the back, have looked they're dangerous. So I think that's what both teams, especially when they've got the wind at their back, are going to try and push the numbers up, get the ball over the back, and then let those quick, nippy players at half forward pockets try and do their thing. Ball back in the middle. It's Putt and Cranley again to go at it. Putt probably got the better of that one, and his follow-up is outstanding. He's been really good early.
Cocky tried to slam him through the ground then, but Putty got straight back up the strong young fella. Christian Botecker in the bottom of that pack with Warren Benjamin, the two number 23s fighting it out.
Boteki's been very good for North Beach. Probably don't want to be calling his name much if you're a North Beach fan, but he has been very good there across half-back.
Be a rarity for Chrissy. He used to be a forward back in his junior days, but he's playing solid down there today so far.
Cranley with a nice tap, just didn't quite get the connection though he wanted at ground level. Dwyer back in the last goal kicker. He's hard at the contest. Good play though in there. Tough and tight all of a sudden. There's been a couple of really good contests going on there. Ball works to the outside. Quick kick forward and North Beach are going to go inside 50. Garcia's got 2 to beat. He taps it on to his own advantage. Deep in the right forward pocket. Turns around. Wheels onto the left boot. Kicks it high. Schofield goes up. Can't mark. It's going to come back to Garcia. What can he do second time round? Again on the left. It's rolling and it's going to go out of bounds.
Good work there by Garcia. Backed himself with pace against Drew Kent and Harry Court, I think it was. But good spoil coming in there at the end from Tom Willett that halved the contest for Scarborough. And we'll have a boundary throw in right next to the point post at the North Beach end.
So Schofield looks like it's going to go up against Putt again, working himself right into the ground here, getting back into the defensive 50. And he's going to follow up at ground level. Heavy tackle laid. Ball still in dispute. It looks like it's Scarborough, though, that are going to be able to clear.
Warren Benjamin picks it up, went straight through Wortho's hands. Here's Big Stingeray down in the back line. Kicks it forward. He got Shuffs Parker there at the back. What's going to happen there? He's paid the mark, the umpire. Ryan Sheen running into space, but there's nothing to kick to for Shuffs. Here's Wortho. Good pick. Great pick up, Wortho. Onto that left foot, which is damaging. Kicks it forward to another left footer in Ryan Sheen. He's got Mitch McPhee running as well, and I think this would be an easy goal for Scarborough. Great work there by Scotty Worthington. Good mark there by Aidan Parker. The big shuff on the wing. Dropped it through. Wortho picked it up on the half volley and kicked it long. And Sheeny had just drifted down there to play.
That is the difference in class there. Worthington coming through the middle. If he doesn't take that one grab, doesn't get it on the boot quickly, you're not able to get that goal over the back. The fact that you've got a player like that in your side that can do that, that's the difference maker on any game. And right now he's being a bit of a difference maker in this 2028 grade grand final.
A few changes there. Lamont comes on for North Beach. Zach Morgan taken over from Mitch McPhee for Scarborough.
Lamont's one that probably has to get a little bit more into the game, and likewise probably Scarborough have started to get a little bit of the better in the midfield as well. Cocky, Hoskins, Mansfield in there at the moment for North Beach. They need to start having an impact at the feet of Cranley.
Cranley with another one down to Mansfield, but good smother there from Ashman.
Hoskins with a kick. It's going to come out onto the wing. Ball in dispute. Really
great
good grab.
Blair Boobs Ranford on his left foot across to Warren Benjamin again. He's having a great day. Warren Benjamin kicks forward to Stingeray. Stinger holds front. Zach Morgan's got behind. That's Leishman in front. He's in front of Leishman. Stinger comes flying through again and slides through into the play. And I think the umpires will win this one up with the ball up again at half forward for Scarborough. Great work there from Warren Benjamin again. And Zach Morgan almost jumped onto that one and ran through into an open square again. Lewis Putt changing.
Ellie at the bottom of the ground was very important there, and Leishman just being able to hold it up was what they needed.
Aidan Parker with strength pushes Cranley out of the way, but again it's that man Christian Botekia who comes out from there. 3 Scarborough guys up. Great spoil, but no one on the ground. Great effort there again by Mitch McPhee, who's just come on. Here's this man Warren Benjamin, who's dropped it forward. Stinger can't get there. And I think a point will result for Scarborough to take them to 4 goals, 3-27 to North Beach, 2 goals, 2-14.
So it's that man again. He's been everywhere for North Beach in the back half. Particularly is going to bring the ball back in. He looks out here to the member side, plays and goes and kicks long outside defensive 50. It looks like they were
Blair Ranford again. Strong hands from Blair Ranford onto that left foot. He's kicked long. It's gone deep in the heart. Here's Wortho. Wortho's nearly taken it, but it's fallen on the back to Leishman.
Leishman, who gives a handball over, and it's County there at the back. He's going to give a little handball out. Just no time for North Beach at the moment. The Scarborough pressure has been outstanding.
This has been the play over the past month of footy for Scarborough. Their attack on the play and attack on the player has been ruthless.
It is just that difference, that split second, and at the moment Scarborough not giving North Beach any time. They lead by 13 points. We've gone 8 minutes here in the second quarter. Ball up again. It looks like it's Cranley who's back in the ruck. Cocky in the front position. Gives away a handball, but it's going to be turned over. And in
Holding
fact,
the ball. Cocky, no good whinging, mate. Clear as day. We've got Stingeray, I think it is. Or is it Warren Benjamin again? Warren Benjamin drops it forward to Stinger this time, but ball's come through, and I think we'll have a boundary throw in deep in Scarborough's attack.
And again, with that midfield battle, it is the guys like Benjamin who probably a little bit unheralded, but they are absolutely getting the job and have probably been the dominant midfield Scarborough so far. Probably part of the reason they do enjoy a 13-point lead.
He's a Barty boy from Broome, Warren Benjamin, so he's loving these conditions today. Big shuffs up against Cranley, great tap from Cranley.
So did County get a little push? No, he didn't, said the umpire.
I think the umpire might have been the only one that didn't see it. Ryan Sheen but nudged him out of the way nicely, but unfortunately his kicks drifted out of bounds for a North Beach kick in the back pocket for them.
So it's going to be a long kick. They're going to try and leave defensive 50 again. Eckert looks like he's the target. Can't take. Comes over the back. Ball in dispute again. Are we going to get a ball up? No, it's Robillard there in there for Scarborough. They call for deliberate. Not this time. Ball to be thrown back in on the outer side here at Bassendean Oval.
There was a monster kick then from fullback from Bucket Simons. He's a tremendous guy, fantastic footballer, and got his work cut out down there at the moment on Scotty Worthington.
Cranley and Parker again. Cranley had front position but missed it at the back. County had a fresh air, didn't really get much on it. Mansfield gives a little handle, but again that pressure from Scarborough. It's been outstanding. Lamont gets the kick forward. This is where the open space is. Garcia does find that open space. He's over the back. From 35 out, he puts it on the way and just a little bit outside. That's another behind, and on the scoreboard that takes North Beach to 2-3, Scarborough 4-3.
Garcia's got that edge of pace over Drewza Kent at this stage, although Drew Kent might be one of the best looking boys in the Scarborough team. Nick Hay kicks long out the far side looking for Shuffs Parker, who's on 2-on-1, but Shuffs safe as houses, marks on the chest, options inside, but he kicks down the far wing heading for Stinger again. There's a free kick for Stinger. Player in Maddock Plain was all over Stinger's back, quickly moved the ball forward, and Mitch McPhee's got it through. Options are limited with only the small brigade forward, Adam Vallelonga and Tommy Irwin, and Mitch possibly rushed that one a little bit, and North Beach.
Yeah, Holden takes the intercept mark. He's going to try and switch
play ugly kick.
And Piggott, who's now got a bit of work to do. The pressure again.
Tommy Irwin's all over him. Tommy Irwin's getting held there.
Piggott was able to follow up though, gives a handball, and it's Hoskins there in the back 50 who kicks the relieving ball, but I don't think it's been a relief for too long.
Again, it's Blair Ranford. That must be his third mark of the quarter so far. Great in these wet conditions. Will wheel round on that left boot, drop it long into the heart of the square. North Beach plays up. Stinger, the man on the ground, wings it through to Chris Baker. Chris Baker puts it on the boot. Umpire Isaac Bavasic doesn't move, and it's another goal to Scarborough. So fantastic play there from Stinger Ray. Blair Ranford has been all over the place on that half forward, so wheeling in with his left foot, and Scarborough moved to 5 goals, 33 to North Beach 2-3-15.
Game is out. The lead is out to a game high 18 points with that goal. Really good play by Ray to be at the front and centre of that one. It was his handball that set up that goal, and I would dare say that can bar when Aidan Parker took that last mark. He's got a few fans over there, so you can see there's a little bit of atmosphere coming from out over on the can bar.
Oh, the big Shuff, he's any moment could be the birth of his second child, but he is a workhorse, this man. He's played 420 games in a row without missing one. He's just a machine, the man, so North Beach go forward.
Yeah, Deegan it is that go. It was Cranley that gave the handball, but it's intercepted at half-back by Scarborough, and they'll turn defence into attack.
Scotty Ties drives it forward. There's Chris Baker again, the last goal kicker. He puts it forward. Stinger's fighting hard there with buckets, I think it is. Stinger brings it to ground. Tommy Irwin, Mitch McPhee. Good foot there from North Beach, just saves them. I think that might have been Maddock Plain again.
Plain went off the deck and then followed up with the tackle. Ball in dispute. I think the umpire's going to call for this one. We're 40 metres out from the Scarborough goal. They lead by 18 points. We've gone 13 minutes here in the second quarter of the 2020 A-grade PFL Grand Final.
Scarborough been strong across half-back with Scotty Ties and the big dog Nick Hay just repelling. But here we go with the ball up. It's Cranley against Aidan Parker. Parker brings it to ground to Wertho. Wertho couldn't get hold of it. Christian Botekia had it for a moment but lost it. That Mansfield in there. I can see the tattoos, but the ball is, there's no one holding back in there, and again, the umpire will ball it up.
Good tackle by Hoskins just to prevent them getting that extra handball that they probably just needed. Very, very tight. When it gets caught in tight, both teams are really putting some heavy pressure on.
North Beach with extra players around the ball. Scarborough got a couple of spare across the centre line. Here's Adam Vallelonga over to President Curtis Riddell, kicks it forward. Scotty Worthington's under this, possibly could have held that. Drop forward.
Payne will relieve. He kicks it out defensive 50, but this is where they're falling down at the moment, North Beach. They just haven't got that next kick once they get outside defensive 50. This might be their chance. Are they going to get a free for a tackle? No, they're not. It's going to be another ball up.
Adam Vallelonga, last one to get up again in that pack. He's no fear from that young boy. He's a fantastic player. Ball throw up. Parker gets thrown out of the ruck by Cranley. Cranley kick it's long, but you got Tommy Willett. This is the thing. These spare players behind the ball, and North Beach just keep lobbing it to them. Willett kicks long. Big pack goes up. Chris Baker front and centre. Gets hit well by as he goes to kick that. Wow, no one holding back there. Players going through. Stingeray coming in. Ball's nearly out to Were though. Picks it up. Great tackle there, I think, again from Christian Botekia.
Yeah, I was going to say Botekia on Worthington. Worthington was almost out there. It's Deegan who's going to relieve and kicks into the middle, and it's Lamont. Lamont needs to get going. He gives and goes, gives a cross over the top. What can they do here? This is their first chance in a little while to get something going. It looks like Garcia is again the target. He's been their most dangerous looking forward. Dwyer, the captain's there, but he can't collect. Scarborough are able to do it. Dwyer, great tackle though. Very good tackle by Dwyer.
Great play all round there. Good pick up by Chris Bryan after a knock forward from Harrison Court. And great tackle there by Matty Dwyer, and we'll have a throw in across the half forward line for North Beach.
So again, Cranley, it looks like Parker. Parker's had a couple of decisive hit-outs recently. This time he does get it, but it's sharked by Scarborough. It's going to be Mansfield now who's got a chance to wheel around onto his left foot. Kick inside 50. McGuinness was the target, couldn't mark. At ground level, it comes back down to McGuinness. McGuinness with a hand. It was trying to kick out of our mid-air there by Dwyer. And Scarborough are going to be able to repel again.
Drew Kent got a little bit too much on that left footer, not his natural side, but as he got hit for the play, and we've got a kick in, but crowded in that forward line there, man. Cranley's running down there now.
So it was Gill who had it out wide. He's brought it in and board to Batekia, trying to try a little bit of a different angle to kick. Batekia shapes as he's going to kick long. He does doing just that. About 15 to 20 metres out. The pack forms. It got right over the back. Flux of Fortune comes across to Scarborough.
Numbers with Scarborough here. Sure, bad luck there. Stingeray tried to get the ball to a running Liam Rebillard, but unfortunately couldn't get it through there. But great play again from Adam Vallelonga to trap that. And again, the boundary line is the winner through here.
So Cranley back into the ruck. Parker there still with him. What will happen on this boundary contest? Parker's able to shove Cranley out of the way. Good play there from Parker. He's having an impact over the last 5 to 10 minutes.
Ruckman are looking very tired there. As the last one up is Chris Baker with the ball. Hands it nicely back to the umpires.
We've gone 17 minutes in the second quarter of the A-grade grand final. Ball up again. Stoppage situation. Ball in dispute. I think the umpire's going to do it again.
We can see the setup. Both teams have got a man loose across half back. Tommy Willett for Scarborough, and who we got there? I think it's Ned Halley for North Beach, but balls.
So it looks like a free kick is come across here to North Beach. It's Hoskins. Hoskins has been workmanlike in this first half. He has been one of North Beach's better players. His kick, though, is smothered by the man on the mark. That was not a good effort by Hoskins. Ball back in dispute. Is he going to be able to make a fortune? It looks like it's that Dwyer that got the handball, or no, it might have been Lamont that got the handball away. Kick inside 50. It's all Scarborough.
Oh,
I think it's been touched. So touch from down the ground.
Touched off the boot, was it? Yeah. Harrison Court did well to get his hands to that as he slipped, because the ground here at Steele Blue really is not up to the standard of the footy that we should be playing. There's patches all over the ground. It's very disappointing to roll up for the premier game of the season and to have the ground presented like this.
So a short break in play with a blood rule. It's about 40 metres out from the North Beach goal. This is one of the best chances they've probably had in this second quarter so far. Ball in the air. Shucked at ground level and kicked forward by Hoskins again. Good spoil came from over the back. Out into dispute again, and it looks like it's Pickett that's there. Can't collect with the one grab. Follow-up is good, though. Gives across, deep inside 50, toward the hot spot. Who's there? Good mark. Is it going to be paid? It is going to be paid, or it's paid for the push. And it's on now. Leishman was the guy that's taken that, and now it is on from everywhere.
Bit of pushing and shoving. Of course, Kyle Cranley's in there, throwing people around. Big Shuffs Parker comes for the change. He's not worried about stuff like that.
And it is being paid at 50. You can't do that with the guy who is about to take the mark. Leishman's going to kick a soda from the top of the goal square. You've just felt like the game was bubbling a little bit, and that was that one moment to really put it there. Leishman kicks a goal. He brings the margin back. It's Scarborough 5-3-33, North Beach 3-3-21. We've gone 20 minutes here in the second quarter.
A little bit soft in the contest. Leishman had the mark, took a bump, would have paid the mark. 50 was unnecessary, but North Beach player came straight in. Didn't see who it was to start that altercation. Umpire should have just let Leishman go on back and take his kick, but they are an important part of the game, and we've just got to let them do their thing.
As I say, it's been bubbling for a little bit. Will be interesting to see on these next couple of stoppage situations. Is there going to be a little bit more heat in the contest? It's a significant part of the game and significant part of the season, really, for these two clubs. We've probably got 3 or 4 minutes to half time. Scarborough have had the better of the half, yet only lead by 12 points. North Beach will be desperate to sort of scrap or scrag another goal before half time.
Raining again. Lewis put up in the ruck against Cranley. Cranley gets it down to Cocky. Cocky gets held by one arm, gets a foot to the ball, but he's been called for holding the ball again. Cocky, again, he's not happy, puts Lewis putt down. Unnecessary, Adam. Everyone was thinking it would be a 50-metre penalty, but Joel Ashman runs around. Cocky's getting a bit frustrated out there. Ashman kicks forward, big stinger Ray coming through, but caught behind.
So Piggott did it well to spoil, and then it was Deegan that gave. Out into space there, McGuinness is going to try and work into it. He's let the Scarborough player take it out. It's going to be called for a throw-in, though.
Good work there by Scotty Tyres, getting the ball safely over the boundary line. Scotty's the brother-in-law of Docker's champion in Michael Walters, and these conditions are certainly helping Scotty. He's been solid back there in across the half-back line.
Cranley and Putt. Cranley had front position, but Putt got the arm around well to make the decisive hit knock. Picked up by Hoskins. He can't do anything before he goes out of bounds, though. We're going to have another throw-in on the outer wing here at Basildine Oval, nearing in on half-time of the A-League 2020 Perth Football League Grand Final.
There's the siren as Scarborough take this 2-goal lead into the half-time break.
Well, there you have it. Scarborough 5 goals, 3-33. North Beach 3 goals, 3-21. Still a bit of feeling in this game. As I say, it was just bubbling throughout most of that first half. Leishman received a free kick in 50 metre just before half-time that got North Beach their important third goal. And as the two teams break, I think both teams will go in and probably thinking that Scarborough have had the better of it. Is the 2-goal margin, is that big enough considering the dominance that they've had, Tim?
Yeah, well, we all expect it to be a close game. The top 4 in this A-grade Premier, even throwing Kingsway there as 5th. You could have thrown a blanket over them for a lot of the year. But 2 goals with these unusual conditions. There's a little bit of blue sky to our right where the rain has been coming. There's a light shower to send the boys off at half time. But Scarborough goal kickers, you had Kurt Riddell with 1. Vallelonga with 1.5. We'll give the other half to Mitch McPhee, and then Ryan Sheen and Chris Baker, the North Beach.
So interesting watching the two teams go off there. Scarborough really running off full of energy. North Beach, meanwhile, they pulled in a huddle. I'm not sure who was instigating the speech there in the middle, and they're going to sort of slowly jog from the field. But you did get the sense in that first half that Scarborough probably did play with a little bit more desperation, and that pressure was just giving North Beach a half a second, split second less time, and it was decisive in the game.
Well, it's interesting now that through this half time, that whilst the cloud has lifted slightly, that breeze is screaming in from the northwest, and it's probably as strong as it's been. So it'll be interesting to see how we come out of the halftime break, and as the two sides line up, with Scarborough kicking with the favour of probably a 2-goal breeze in this third quarter.
They will go in with a 2-goal lead at halftime. If they can extend that sort of lead out to 3 or 4 goals, they're going to be probably hard to catch. So far for North Beach, their 3 goals have come through Garcia, Dwyer and Leishman. Better players, Hoskins, who's done very well in the middle. Cranley has been workmanlike through in the ruck, but Tekia and Simons, the linchpins in defence, centre half-back and full-back, have both been outstanding. But Tekia probably North Beach's best so far.
He's certainly been getting a lot of the ball back there, is Christian. And for Scarborough, you've had similar lines. You've had Nick Hay and Scotty Ties doing well down there across the half-back line. Blair Ranford it took some great marks through that quarter and wheeling onto his left foot. And of course, Warren Benjamin's probably been one of the most consistent of the two teams right across that first half. So well and truly on here at Scarborough as Scarborough North Beach life member and legend Neil Savage makes his way quietly across the ground in the rain. Sav's never been in a rush, but he's getting well and truly soaked out there at the moment.
We'll be back for the second half shortly. North Beach looking to win their first flag since 2010. Scarborough trying to make it 2 flags in 3 years. Do join us in about 10 to 15 minutes. At half time, we see Scarborough leading 5-3 to North Beach 3-3. So here we are back at Bassendean Oval. It's the 2020 Perth Football League A-grade grand final. It's Scarborough 5-3-33, leading North Beach 3-3-21. Promises to be an exciting second half. The grand final, the premiership, still very much up for grabs for both sides. For you, Tim, what do you think Scarborough have got to do to maintain that lead and to win this premiership, their second in 3 years?
Well, I think they just need to keep doing what they're doing. There's a lot of good play. They've had a couple of goals. Times when North Beach have got behind them, and Matty Dwyer running in to kicking one, and then of course the Leishman controversial one. But they need to keep working through, work on that stoppages. If Stinger can start getting in, clamping his hands on the ball and starting to have a few shots from lie out, I think we'll just continue on and work through. But a lot of footy left in this at this stage. And
for North Beach, it's probably the midfield battle where they haven't been able to get the ascendancy they probably hoped. There's a few of the unheralded members of that Scarborough side that have really done very well so far. So I think for North Beach, winning that midfield battle is going to be pivotal, and then probably just making the most of those forward 50 entries. They have had a couple of chances that have gone begging, and as we've seen from Scarborough, they have made the most from sort of 3 or 4 chances going inside 50.
And there's been some good contests around, between the experience of Cranley up against the youngster in Lewis Putt. Lewis's old man was a workhorse, and of course another ex-Subi player in Ian James Wilfred Putt. He's been riding every bump with young Lewis this year. Lewis's older brother Tim, of course, should have been at the Olympics for the national water polo side, but there's a lot going on out there. There's James Garcia and Drew Kent. That's a great matchup. Garcia's got a little bit of pace on Drew's. Drew's is probably a little bit stronger in the contest, but it's been working well.
Garcia has been one of the most dangerous forwards. He does have a goal so far, and probably North Beach will take some solace in that they have been a very good last half and last quarter team. They had comeback wins against North Freo, Trinity Aquinas, and even that game earlier this year between Scarborough. It was in the balance at half time, and it was North Beach that did finish the stronger in that game. For North Beach as well, 3 of their last 4 games have been decided by less than a goal, and they've won all 3 of them. So they know if it does stay close, they have got the experience to be able to finish strong.
And I suppose, Scarborough hanging their hat on the fact of the trends within the senior teams, grand finals, the fact that Scarborough beat North Beach in the 1981 B-grade grand final, and then Scarborough also beat North Beach in the 1998 A-grade at Leederville Oval.
And it has been a day for the upset somewhat as well. It was North Beach who, in the A reserves, they were really thrashed 2 weeks ago by Wesley Curtin, but then came back today and won it. And Wesley Curtin likewise were able to beat Collegians, despite probably Collegians having the better of that game. So there's been already an incredible day of A-grade footy. We've had 2 games decided by less than a kick, or by a kick or less. Is this going to be the third one? Let's hope so, and we're in for a big second half.
I think I'd prefer to be Scarborough 5 or 6 up with 10 minutes to go, running away with it personally. But we'll, for the sake of the broadcast, let's hope that it's a tight one and played in great spirit. So the teams are falling into position now. The conditions have fined up a little bit. We've had that massive squall that went through again at half time, but fine conditions at the moment. And the breeze looks like it's swung completely around at the moment. So from looking at the windsock on the far side, that seems to be pointing towards us. So the breeze is swirling at the moment.
What do the footy gods have in store? Last half of the 2020 season, Cranley goes up in the ruck. No one can get the ascendancy at ground level though, and I think we're going to have a secondary ball up. Umpires circling. He says, give it to me, let's go again. It'll be Cranley and Putt to go again, is it?
That's right, and Chris Baker, last one off the deck as normal. Mansfield gets that straight down his throat. Great tap. North Beach go forward.
That's it, North Beach go forward. In prime position there. Was that Toomey wanted to kick? He's not going to get it. That looked like a high tackle. And again, not paid. So we're going to have a ball up. Probably a couple of little ones that may have gone missing in the first couple of minutes of the third quarter of the second half. Cranley and Putt again. Cranley gets it down. Mansfield trying to bustle his way through, but very good tackle. Great tackle there by Sheehan.
Great work there by Ryan Sheehan. The left footer, his dad's one of the great race callers up there at Kalgoorlie. Kicks long down onto the half forward. It's there for Stingray. Gets him on the half volley. Liam Rebelliard picks it up, tackled by two North Beach players in Liam Catalfamo and who's the other one there? Stinger's got someone's got hold of Stinger's leg.
I think it's Helly and Telfamo as well. So haven't called his name much. They'd like to get his into the handoff half back there. It's Mansfield again coming through. Again, he can't quite take it, and again he ran into the
that'll
same
be
guy.
Deliberate. Yeah, I think that is. It's unfortunate as Sheeny got spun around, but it looked deliberate and a good call there by the umpire, I think.
So it is the Cat who's going to look to drive North Beach into their territory. He does give them a bit of forward ascendancy. It's Deegan that's in prompt position. He can't take it though, and the ball goes out of bounds. We'll have a throw in.
I think Liam Catalfamo, the son of Crazy Joe, the retic man, he'll be running around there somewhere, no doubt, talking to somebody here today. With Cranley and Lewis Putt again in the ruck. Baker and Mansfield fighting each other in their way. Cranley gets front spot, hands it across. Catalfamo again in the play. All of a sudden he's everywhere.
He was, and it's a good kick, and it was a chance at a mark, not being able to take it, not paid. Ball, another good tackle. Collecting it was Hoskins. He couldn't do anything before he was taken over the line. The ball has been worked inside the North Beach 50. They'll look to try and do something from this forward 50 entry.
And that again was another good defensive spoil there from Scotty Tyres, number 24. Putty gets in front this time. Ball comes out. Oh, hard attack on the ball there from North Beach, but Tommy Willett looks he's on the ground fighting hard with it. No, it's Warren Benjamin, that man again. Here's Scotty Tyres, but I think the boundary line will see it out.
Great effort there from Dwyer to keep it in. It was McGuinness that got the ball inside 50. It was a lunging effort from Dwyer to keep the ball in, but alas, it's out of bounds, and we're going to really do it again from probably where the last boundary throw-in was from. It's the young guns in Schofield and Putt that are going to go head-to-head again.
And no change in the score so far in the start of the third quarter, 3 minutes in. Scarborough still 2 goals up. Putty gets that one down. Again, Mansfield, he's been everywhere in the stoppages. But again, we're going to have the umpire come in and take control of this one.
Throughout the game, there just hasn't been a lot of clean ball around the stoppages. The Rucks have been able to get their hands on it, but just not being able to have any ascendancy at ground level. Looked like Parker who came over the top that time.
That's right, Lewis Putt sneaking forward. He's standing Cranley there at half forward for North Beach, and Shuffs has gone into the ruck against young Schofield. Tapped out beautifully by Shuffs with the backhander to Scotty Tyres. Ball's drifting through, Stinger's chasing hard, but the boundary line is the winner here, and we'll have another throw in. So stoppages have really slowed this game up at this point in time.
He just beat Helly, who was trying to collect and go, but was unable to collect and go. So we're going to have a throw in. Looks like Cranley has come back into the ruck here for North Beach this time.
Joel Ashman is standing Mansfield, who's been all over these stoppages of late. Cranfield gets front position on Shuffs. That's Sheeny in there, standing there waiting. Again, Joel Ashman on the bottom of the pack with Mansfield, so 2 tough nuts there. Mansfield pushes, and just ridiculous. For a guy who's had such great play for the last couple of minutes, he just gives away a simple free kick. And Scarborough push in with Ashman kicking to Zach Morgan. Over to Toomey. Toomey handballs across to Sheeny onto that left foot. Kicks into no man's land, but this ball will be marked there safely by Holden.
Yeah,
Holden.
Holden with a very good defensive 50 intercept mark. What is he going to do? North Beach haven't had the chance to really get some decent ball going. It's going to be Holden who's going to kick long towards our commentary position. Oh,
great
good
grab.
mark. Oh, it hasn't been paid. I think he's called it off the...
What's he paid? He's now made
No,
up
he's
for
paid
it.
a free kick. So I think it was probably came off Deegan's hand into Schofield, and then they've paid the free kick for the heavy tackle, sort of shoving Schofield into the ground.
You would think it's
Short
marked
kick,
every day of the week.
Only went the required 14 metres to Andrew McGuinness. McGuinness is looking to go, gets around onto his right, and he kicks short to Schofield. I reckon that was only about the required 13 metres. And it's Schofield now that will look up ahead. Not a lot to kick to, not a lot of movement from North Beach. You would have thought with the game here on the line there might be a little bit more. He looks in the way of Cranley, couldn't mark. Deegan's there again. Ball comes back in dispute. Toomey with some really clever, active hands.
Umpire's letting it go.
It.
Dwyer's on the bottom of the pack. Toomey comes out. Worthington was in there as well. Cranley's again pushing and shoving. Big Dog comes in to sort it out.
And interesting there were sort of 3 Scarborough players all around Cranley. So, like we said, that feistiness, that passion has really continued to bubble for Scarborough throughout this game.
Liam Rabilia, no, it's Scotty Tyes going off with blood rule, and Chris Bryan replaces him across that half-back line.
We've gone 5 minutes in the third quarter of the A-grade grand final. No score from after half-time. It's 3-3 to 5-3. Scarborough continue to have a 12-point lead. Deegan, the Jamison medalist, wraps up another strong tackle. He's tried to work manfully into his game. Scarborough have done everything to sort of keep him out of it.
Shuffs Parker in the ruck up against Cranley. Shuffs gets front spot, knocks it down there. Wortho nearly takes it with him. Jolie Ashman had his head ripped off after ducking through his. Tommy Irwin needs to keep it in front of him, which he does. Trips there, but taken out in the play. And we'll have another boundary throw in. So the game is really bogged down in this between the 2 half forwards for the teams at this period of time. This must be the 10th or 11th stoppage we've had in the first 5 minutes of play.
You just get a sense that the next goal is going to be absolutely crucial in the context of this grand final and in the context of this season. Ball again goes in dispute. Cranley is able to gather, but Worthington has him in a heavy tackle, and I think we're going to be doing it again. It's another stoppage, and a bit going on here now with Worthington and Cranley.
Wortho held on. Cranley nicely helped him up. That's the way we like to see things now. So Shuffs up against Cranley again. Jolie Ashman in the play. Valalongos holding off. Cranley gets front spot. Mansfield couldn't hold it that time. And again, tied in the contest as Adam Cockey gets tackled again and comes up. Looking still a little bit sore on that knee.
So Cranley and Parker able to get the tap down. It's again in dispute. Looks like it's going to be a free kick this time.
That's soft. We'll take it, that's soft though.
Sheehan's going to be the recipient of that free kick.
Ryan Sheehan on that left foot, kicks down, looking for Stingeray. Who's he got with him? Gets pushed under the ball. We've got Blair Ranford again. Blair Ranford is supported by Warren Benjamin. Curtis Riddell, great tackle on Holden. Picked up there. And here we go. Warren Benjamin just picks it up again like the ball is bone dry. Kicks it forward to Mitch McPhee. Mitch McPhee's got the sit, but great play there by Bucket Simons.
Yeah, Simons,
and the ball goes out of play.
Yeah, Simons with the knuckles. That was important because McPhee probably had the best position for a little while, but Simons able to get the double fist onto it, get it out of bounds. We've gone 7 minutes and still no score here in the third quarter. The game is just simmering. It's simmering. We need a score. We need a goal. Who's going to get it?
Again, Shuffs Park against Cranley. These two old have been Subi players. They've Zach Morgan running straight through, straight ahead at the place. Gets it to Stingeray. I don't think he had the ball there that time, Shuffs. So Cranley again dragging people out of the way, but he's trying to do the hard things for North Beach. But good attack on the ball there, and Shuffs let him have one.
Yeah, probably a little bit lucky he didn't quite possess it cleanly. If he had possessed it cleanly, it would have been a really heavy tackle. Cranley has battled manfully all day. He kicks long out towards the outer wing. In position at the back there was Eckert. Hasn't had a big day yet so far, Eckert, coming back in after injury. Ball, is the umpire going to play a free kick here? He's going to play a holding the ball. It's going to go the way I think that's Maddock played. No, in fact, it's the veteran Witheridge. So Witheridge with a short kick. Got under it a little bit and well done.
Curtis Riddell, the president of Scarborough, chips in nicely, puts his body in front of the play, picks it up well. Crowded forward line that he's kicking into, but kicks onto the right. Man on the mark, looked like he came over the top. Stingers 3 back and caught out in the middle. Good hands there from Cockey, I think it was, to get through. Mitch McPhee caught behind Wortho. Anything could happen here. The 2 left footers in Buckets and Wortho. Buckets does well to clear the space, but who's that? Someone there. It's terrible fumble. Nearly cost a goal. Zach Morgan's still there. Scarborough's still attacking hard. Valalonga pushed out of the way. Cockey to Leishman.
Yeah, it was a good follow-up by Simons to get there. Leishman's handball was ill-directed, and Scarborough are going to have a chance to repel inside their own attacking 50.
Wade Toomey going to pick it up. He's got feet out there to Harrison Court standing behind him, but couldn't get to him as North Beach tackle and bring it down. And we'll have another ball up. We've got coming into 12 minutes to play in this third quarter. Scarborough still leading by 12 points. The score hasn't changed since half-time.
It was a good tackle by Hoskins. At ground level, it was Mansfield again who's been dynamite around the stoppages in this third quarter.
There's that man, Warren Benjamin, kicks high. It's drifting towards the boundary line and unfortunately has gone out of play. But the breeze at the moment is just drifting from the northwest, which is forcing that ball just to fall outside the line. So goal kick, kick in from North Beach.
So Ellie kicks outside to a big pack, and that's a really good mark. Schofield's done that a couple of times now, and that was an important one. Gets it on quickly, and good body work is used there by Gill. He's got the mark on centre wing here at Bassendean Oval. Short kick as they try and get some run going along. This kick is now on the, and has found, is it Leishman? Leishman, I think it is, over on the half-forward flank. Brings it back in board to Gill, who originally started this bit of play. Wants to get and go. No, he doesn't. He holds it up. What options has he got? Decides to go short, and he finds Piggott, who's in the middle of the ground. Piggott wheels around onto the right foot, kicks to the hot spot about 25, 30 metres out. Front position, an outstanding mark. Excellent mark. The Jamison medalist, Joey Deegan, he slipped forward. They needed a big moment from the star North Beach midfielder, and he will line up from probably going to kick from just inside 50.
Yeah, Blair Ranford couldn't quite get back. Needed to be a bit stronger with that punch there, but that was a great grab from the medalist in Joey Deegan. He's been pretty quiet, I think, since he copped that knock early in the first quarter.
Don't know if he can get the distance from here. He's going to kick just inside the paint from 48. He drives it low. It's going to be close. It's just off to the right. It's going to be one behind. It's taken nearly 11, 12 minutes of the third quarter, but we do have a score in this second half. We have opened the scoring in the second half. It's Scarborough 5-3, North Beach 3-4.
10 minutes to go in this third quarter. Wade Toomey kicks long. Big Shuff's got it forward to Tommy Irwin. Tommy Irwin kicks to Mitch McPhee. Great play. Mitch McPhee runs round one, doesn't make it. Trying to do too much, Mitch, but good bump there as the kick was played. Again, North Beach want to do fight. 3-1 from Scarborough. The play goes on.
It was courageous by Maddock Plain. He was the one that really set that one up. He got up and he didn't like the treatment he received. The ball has progressed to the wing where the skipper Dwyer's got it. He goes short where Schofield picks up really well for a big man. Gives it on to Gill, who's just started to get involved in the last 2 or 3 minutes. Big kick towards the back, and Garcia at the back. Is he going to be paid it? No, he's not. It was touched, he said, on the way in the contest. Good play from Scarborough to be able to relieve. They've tried to get it out. McGuinness is there. Cocky's also there. Cocky takes it and gives away a handball, but the handball is taken by Dwyer. Gives out to Hoskins. Hoskins just outside 50. Good pressure from Scarborough, and they will actually be able to relive from defence.
Great work there by Zach Morgan, taken on 3. Wortho gets it on his left foot, but it is a drifter out to the forward pack. Stinger's got past 2, but Catalfamo will set out of the line, and again Holden comes in and pushes Stinger in the back. Unnecessary, really. Probably we'll have another throw in.
Probably a good result there, because North Beach, if they hadn't been able to collect that, they would have had the numbers. They could have probably started another attack. As it is, it's going to be Putt and Cranley again to go at it. And again, the swarm of players that have been around stoppages all day are at the feet of Cranley and Putt. Cranley with the front position was able to get it down. Cocky with a heavy hit. Couldn't collect the ball though, and Putt with a good follow-up at ground level. And now it looks like it's Baker who tried to get rid of it. He did get rid of it, and Sheehan kicks it forward.
There's Christian Botek. He's had a quiet quarter compared to his second, but Harrison Court comes in there, takes it through to Chris Baker. Chris Baker, quick kick through to Ryan Sheen. Sheen on his wrong side there, but Mitch McPhee's got this one again. Look at Liam Rebellion far side and Zach Morgan running, but Mitch McPhee ignored both of the open options and kicked to Wortho, who's taken the Wally Wallace mark of the day. That was very good play by Wortho, but I would have thought that Liam Rebellion and Zach Morgan had the match. Mitch McPhee didn't see them, and Wortho is a very clever player, but this one will test him as he tries to kick it round the corner.
I would say a box of shapes. A player of Wortho's quality will probably dob this. It's a tough kick. Goes around.
Oh, great work there. Is that Bucket Simons again?
It is, and so it ended up being County who gave the handball, but this is going to end up an eye again.
That's the same, so come on, be fair.
So
be fair in the play again. Jolie Ashman's taken it. Who was that, Cranley running through again?
It was Cranley with the heavy hit. Joel Ashman, of course, he was best on ground 2 years ago. Hasn't probably been the best on ground today, but has been very important for Scarborough.
This is the time where Jolie Ashman will start getting through in this. This has been the way he's played the last couple of weeks. As the game gets harder and tougher, he just gets better and better at the bottom of the packs.
So Cranley's on the mark. They're going to ask him to kick us right on his measure, I reckon, here, Ashman.
Struck it well. It's just going to fall short. No, as it's gone through. Umpire Isaac Babasevich is right on the line, and there's a goal to Scarborough, so great play. Important goal to get the first goal for this third term. And when we've got 6:43 left to play in the quarter, that's a great kick from Jolie Ashman. Fantastic effort.
As I say, maybe that wind has probably still got a little bit of favour to that Midland end, because that did sort of just seem to set up in the breeze a little bit. He had it on that left-hand goalpost, where you need to have it, and it ended up slotting through right through the middle. Significant goal from Joel Ashman. It's taken 15 minutes, but we finally opened the goal kicking in the third quarter.
Interesting that we have only had single goal kickers, the whole team across both sides. So Scarborough, Vallelonga, McPhee, Riddell, Sheehan, Baker and now Ashman join Garcia, Dwyer and Leishman.
So it's Cranley who gets it down. But again, as it's been pretty much all day, Cranley can get his hands on it, but Scarborough's follow-up at ground level has been outstanding. They've put Sam Lamont, looks like for one of the first times today, is in the middle there. He was the guy at the bottom of this pack.
And Jolie Ashman, the last one up again from the bottom of that pack. Great jump there from Lewis Putt, but the ineffective knock. Ball's come out. Here's Ashman again with the ball. Gets it through. Tackled well by Mansfield, dropping his head down. Should be holding the ball. Opportunity when he lifted it, but the ball's popped out to Blair Ranford. Cocky jumps on again. Falls on Ranford and we'll have another ball up.
Some real heavy tackles, and you just get the feeling this game is just really heated up. The North Beach side, they need the next goal. It's a really important one for them. Cocky gives to Mansfield. Mansfield wheels onto the right, but the kick's not going to go the required 15. We're good at contest given by Schofield, but can't mark now. He's run into. Oh, and in fact, it's going to be high.
We'll take that one. Well done by Zach Morgan. Go back, son. Take your kick. That was unlucky, but seemed to be chest on, but here comes the switch. Dangerous one to Scotty Tyres, who's sporting his new headwear thanks to a split there before, gone off for the blood rule. Scarborough will settle this down. Comes across to Nick Hay, the big dog. He plays onto that right foot, kicks it long up to the half-forward flank towards Stingray. Stinger, a couple of quiet now. Christian Boteki's got the run, picks it up well. Handballs, a bit of a rocket there from Christian over to Mitch McPhee. McPhee handballs to Chris Baker. Baker drives it long. Worthow's down there with buckets. But the ball has drifted through again, and Scarborough kick another goal. Fantastic play there from Mitch McPhee. I'd have thought that one was going to drop short. Nothing you could have done about that, Bucket Simons, but great effort. And Scarborough then moved to 7 goals, 3. A score of 45 to North Beach 3-4-22. It's a nearly 4-goal lead now as we have only 4 minutes to play in this third quarter.
Real danger signs now for North Beach. It's out to a game-high 23 points. And as it was the case in the first quarter, it's Scarborough making the most of those half efforts. They've had 2 goals in the last 3 minutes, and both of them have been really outstanding conversion when you get inside 50. Full credit to them on that. Well, so North Beach, they've got their big guns in the middle. Lamont's in there, so is Cocky and Mansfield. It's Cranley that wins the tap, but back it again. It's Scarborough that are going to get
Joel
the clearance.
Ashman again. Here's Curtis Riddell. Christian Boteker using the body. Christian strong through that attack. Gets it back to Leishman. Ball still there. Chris Baker. Cocky coming in, but I think we'll have another ball up. Be nice to know what the stats were for the amount of ball ups this quarter. Tough footy.
It has been hot, but the Scarborough have made the most. They've had 2 decisive inside 50 entries and have converted 2 goals. Good tap there from Cranley. Cocky did well, but then it's going to be intercepted again.
Tommy Willett straight down Cranley's throat. Cranley there sees here we got the big dogs coming. That's not a great kick.
McGuinness made a good contest.
Blair Ranford gets through, kicks it back. You've got Ryan Sheen coming straight at it. A great tackle there. Liam Rebellion inside again to Joel Ashman. He's getting more and more of it. Kicks to the big Shuff. Big Shuff holds on to it beautifully. Looks inside. Not much there, so he'll wait. We got Baker there waiting for Wortho to get back. Zach Morgan's the only option, so I'm not sure what Shuff's kicks towards. Zach Morgan in that pocket. Great kick. And a great mark from Zach Morgan.
Perfectly weighted kick there from
Morg sees an option short, and it's the Liam Rebellion. It's the little men that are starting to take over here for Scarborough. Big dog comes off and has a rest.
And again, as it was through the first half, the North Beach are throwing a few numbers through the midfield, but they just can't find the right combination to make the most of Cranley's ruck work. It's been really strong play by Scarborough. They haven't let North Beach get any sort of midfield play going.
Here we go, Liam Rebellion, 25 metres out, kicks well, kicks straight. He was in the West Coast Eagles waffle side last year, and that's a captain's goals from Rebellion. Scarborough kick their 8th and extend that lead out now to 5 goals. The breeze has dropped right off here. There's a couple of clouds hanging over, but Scarborough are starting to get their ascendancy going here. great play there from the big Shuffs, the premiership coach of 2018. And Zach Morgan delivered well, and the captain came through in Liam Billiard.
So it is real. If we said it was danger times before, it's even more danger now for North Beach. They're down by 29 points. Look, they've made a knack of having comeback wins this year. They're going to need probably one of their best to do this. It's 29 points in the shadow of three-quarter time. Ball back in the middle. It's going to be Putton Cranley again to go at it. Cranley with a decisive hit. First time they've really tried that, and it's worked because Mansfield's been able to get onto it. Gives the handball up. McGuinness gives off. This is really good play. This is dangerous. And kicking on goal and missing though. That was
hit
Piggott.
The post.
So off the woodwork, Piggott. That was the best bit of play that really North Beach have had all day from a centre clearance.
And with he was kicking that with 55 seconds to go. So Wade Toomey will slow this down and drive it long to clear the space for Scarborough and get set to go into that three-quarter time. Kicks it forward. You got Zach Morgan again, picks that up. Great handball there through. Third 2-3 chance. That's got to be holding the ball, I would think, as Liam Rebellion tried to take everybody on, or is it Chris Bryant? Not sure what's happened there. Holding the ball there from North Beach, played on. Liam Rebellion's got it now. Kicks inside to the big Shuffs. Zach Morgan is there again. He is everywhere in the last 10 minutes of this play. And Zach Morgan has picked it up. Handball across to Warren Benjamin. He kicks long. We got Mitch McPhee down there with Mitch McPhee takes a great mark, plays on quickly, and Scarborough will go into the three-quarter time right on the siren there with a 6-goal lead in this 2020 A-grade grand final.
That was a real buzzer beater. You had it for probably 1 second to go, I would suggest. And I don't even know if people have realised the siren's gone. I don't know if the umpires have realised. Now they do seem to realise. And that is three-quarter time. It's 9-3-57 Scarborough. They have blown this game open in the third quarter with 4-0. North Beach are 3-5-23. It's a 34-point lead to Scarborough, and they really do have one hand on the cup.
And it's a solid quarter. I don't think North Beach scored a goal that quarter. So as it stands at the moment, the Canberra on the far side, where the Scarborough crew are starting to find some voice. But Wade Toomey will calm the boys down. You can see that the North Beach boys have gone into a very big huddle there. I assume it's Matty Dwyer in the middle there trying to come. I'm not sure if Pappy, the coach, has gone through. But it's a little bit different. Scarborough splitting into their scenes. But as we go into this last quarter, the clouds are relatively high. It looks okay at the moment. The breeze is pretty much straight across the ground now, so I don't know if it's favouring anybody. It's going to be a great last quarter.
They call it the premiership quarter, and indeed it was for Scarborough. They kicked 4 goals straight. North Beach could only reach 2 behind. So this is now Scarborough's premiership to lose. North Beach are going to need a massive final quarter. At three-quarter time, it's Scarborough 9-3-57. North Beach 3-5-23. Do join us shortly when we'll be back with the final quarter of A-grade footy for 2020 in the Perth Football League. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We have 1 quarter to go in the 2020 A-grade Grand Final for the Perth Football League. And it is Scarborough who, with a 4-0 third quarter, have taken control of this Grand Final. They lead by 34 points. They're looking very close to winning their second flag in 3 years. That was one of the quickest three-quarter time speeches I've ever seen. I reckon the boys were there for about 30 seconds and then they were back in position. So clearly Coach Wade Toomey said, keep doing what you're doing and we're going to win a flag.
It's been amazing how calm he maintains things, and that's probably been the big difference to a lot of the other coaches from Scarborough. You know, Shuffs had given a good serve when it was required, and of course Gary Armstrong from the premierships of 95, 97 and 98, there is no one gives a better serve than he. But we're heading into this last quarter with Scarborough with a dominant position.
So this is it. Final quarter is underway. Ball is in the air. It's Cranley and Parker that go up. The veterans in there to try and close it out for Scarborough. Deegan was there. We've got it. Another heavy tackle, though, and the umpire's going to get it again. You just get the sense that well, really it is. The first goal is an absolute must for North Beach. If Scarborough get it, is definitely going to be grand final over.
There's that man, Warren Benjamin, again. Puts the handball out in front of Liam Rebillard. Cranley again there. He's trying his heart out, Cranley. He's given everything in today, but Scotty Tyres just brings another one down there. Mansfield and Liam Rebillard, 2 hard nuts running at the ball. Mansfield on his left, kicks it forward. But Wade Toomey, the coach of Scarborough, has gone through, settles it down. He is a cool, calm customer, this boy. Kicks it forward, looking for Stinger Ray. Stinger fights hard. Rebillard comes back with the fight of the play. Stinger loses his footing and unfortunately has kicked that one out of bounds on the full.
So it'll be Piggott here to take it on centre wing, right under our commentary position here. He's now called to play on. He's come into the field of play. He goes with a short kick and it's going to be marked by Helly. Helly needs to get it on quickly. He wheels around, goes, kicks long. Just about to enter the forward 50, but the numbers are there for Scarborough. They had 2 up in the air. They were able to get it to ground level, out of bounds, 55 metres around from the North Beach goal. They need an early one. And
once again, Scotty Tyres repelling another attack with a solid punch out. Big Shuffs is in the ruck against Cranley. You've got Zach Morgan leaning across the back. Chris Baker, the hard nut, sitting under the play, standing in front of Joey Deegan. They've been together the whole time. Shuffs get ones down again to that Warren Benjamin. Ryan Sheen picks it up. Christian Botek fighting hard with Tommy Irwin.
Well done by
Chrissy
Botek.
with his hair flowing beautifully. His mum probably did that for him this morning. He's had a great game. Drives it forward. Who was that? That was Garcia. Tried to go through and get a free, but again, Scotty Tyres gets another free kick and will send Scarborough forward.
So Batekia has been good. That was a good kick to the hot spot, but they've just fallen down all day, just going inside 50 there, North Beach.
Kicking towards Stinger Ray again. Joel Ashman at the bottom of the pack. Tommy Irwin fighting hard. Christian Botekia with a handy little tap forward, but the boundary line got in the way and we reset again. Big Shuffs and Cranley with their hands up in the air like school kids. Got to get rid of that rule, don't we, Cam?
We do. So Cranley and Parker again set to go at it, as it's been for the last couple. It's Deegan and Baker right there at the front. Baker had front position. He gets it. It's Deegan that wraps him up in a tackle. We're going to have a ball up this time.
And once again, Mansfield and Warren Benjamin, a couple of names we've mentioned a lot over the course of the day, also on the bottom of that pack. Mansfield in the way of Parker. Parker gets front, but Cranley has the strength to come over the top and knock that one forward.
Piggott picks up, gives to Mansfield, but Mansfield can't collect before it goes out of bounds. We're going to get another stoppage. It's been the omen for the first 2 or 3 minutes of the final quarter.
This is Shuffs. Parker's made the call today that this is his last game. Second baby on the way. Any moment now, as we said before, but he goes up against Cranley, 2 workhorses today of this team. Ryan Sheen on one of the pack. Liam Rebillard gets taken out high by Cocky. Cocky wants to fight again, and I think Cocky should have given away a free kick. Yep, umpire seen at the far side. Well, Adam, you talked it up during the week, but unfortunately, mate, you haven't backed it up. It's been a very frustrating, disappointing day to see someone of his skill level put on this display.
So 34 points is the lead for Scarborough. It's slipping away at the moment, the premiership for North Beach.
Liam Rebillard kicks forward. Stinger got a push. Chris Baker goes hard. Ball again is out of play. I've been calling that a lot over the course of the day. The boundary umpires have had their work cut out.
Good tackle there by Matt Plain, former Subiaco Colts premiership captain. He's battled hard in defence, but they've been under siege for large parts of this game. It's Cranley and Parker right on centre wing. Ball comes in from the boundary umpire. Ball hits the deck. And now it's going to be Piggott who's going to get a chance. He gives to Mansfield.
Great hands. Mansfield on the run, kicks forward. But again, Scotty Ties has just dominated down there. We've hardly called Ryan Eckert's name all day, and Scotty has just controlled things. Could it be a backman to win the medal today, do you think, Cam?
I think there's a few that have been lining up for it. They've probably got another 10 to 15 minutes to put their case forward. Putting their case forward right now will be the boundary umpire. It's gone out of play right in front of the North Beach interchange bench. They need a lift. They need something to happen in the next 2 or 3 minutes. Dare I say they need a fire starter right now.
We are 5 minutes into this last quarter, and Scarborough still have a 34-point lead. 9-3, 57, 3-5, 23. Cranley gets front spot again. We've been there a lot today. Great work there by Deegan. Deegan forward to Botek.
So now it's Cocky that's got it. He tries to fend off. He does fend off this time. Kick inside 50 with a long kick. The ball is in a heavy dispute. Dwyer come through heavily. Ball is still in dispute. Scarborough look like they're ready to just hold it in. It's Hoskins who collects. He's wrapped up in a tackle. We are now going to get a ball up. So that was probably one of the first times today that we have seen Cocky, I guess, be able to impose himself and then be able to get a kick away.
Well, that's his natural strength there coming through. Warren Benjamin did everything he could to bring him to ground at the end, so I don't know if there's any history back there between the two boys with the Aboriginal background, but the ball is again on the ground. The umpire's coming in as Matty Dwyer and Scotty Ties do a bit of push me, shove you. Harrison Court, last one to hand it across to the ump.
A bit like the first half, there's just a little bit of heat, a little bit of fire in this game. It just feels like it's ready to bubble again. Can North Beach kick a goal that might just keep their season alive? They need one very quickly now because we've gone 5 minutes in the last quarter. We're down to just over 15 minutes left in this 2020 season.
Again, Aidan Parker and Cranley, they've spent a lot of time on the ball while Lewis Putt has a rest. Cranley fights hard, gets through. Cocky's coming through, takes everybody on, gets caught again. Tommy Willett's in there with the pack with Mitchie Gill with a tackle. Stingeray goes to ground. Chris Baker in there. Chris Baker again's got it through. Ryan Sheen again. The ball will drop and bounce. Christian Botek's position well. Couldn't handle that bouncing ball that time. Were those in there? Botek standing on his back.
Simons gave it across to County, who went inside 50. Off the deck came a Scarborough player. Luck's of fortune, it comes out to Dwyer. He gives a handball. They need this. The cat goes from 40, but he's pulled the kick to the right, and it is just one behind.
Chris Baker did everything he could to get to that, but the left-footed Catalfamo couldn't quite get over the line, and we'll await the coach of Scarborough to kick in again, Wade Toomey.
He's done it all day, Toomey. I reckon he's going to go long to the dead pocket, so to speak, over near the cam bar, which is in full Scarborough voice.
He's coming this side of the ground, kicks long. He's got Wertho there and Stinger. You got President Kurt Riddell at the back. Chris Bryant's just come on, gone for a tackle there. Adam Ballalonga put his body in there as well. So great play all round.
Holden was there as well from North Beach. Holden's been very good throughout the game. He's one that can hold his head high for his performance in the back half. So it looks like it's still Cranley and Parker. They've now gone for that first 7 or 8 minutes head-to-head in the ruck, and they've had to work very hard in doing that because there's been a lot of stoppage situations.
Good
Ball
tap there by
again.
Parker. Cranley again back in the bottom of the pack, doing everything at the moment, trying to do it all himself. Mansfield's got Chris Baker there, but the ball again has been held in. Mansfield and Baker, you wouldn't want to get stuck between those two boys. They're certainly hard at it.
Baker's been one of Scarborough's best. He's done a real job on some of those midfielders inside, Deegan and Mansfield. Mansfield likewise been very good for North Beach. Good heavy hit by Mansfield. No, they're going to say it was an illegal off the ball hit by Mansfield.
They played it up beautifully with 13 and a half minutes to go in this 2020 A-grade grand final. Scarborough still in a commanding position. Wertho kicks long in the vicinity of Lewis Putt, who's just come onto the field. Ball's picked through there. Ballalonga smothers well, but again, it's a boundary line throw in. So Louis Putt's going to take this one as I think Shuff's has gone off for a rest. Curtis Riddell's gone through. We've got a loose player here in Andy McGuinness, but the big dog's going to cover him. So it's a lot of talk going out in the field. Lewis Putt up against Cranley. Lewis Putt does well, gets it down to Ryan Sheen. Sheen over there heading towards Stingeray, but picked up well by North Beach. Plain.
Yeah, so it's Plain. He's going to kick, goes towards the middle. That's got to go for broke now. Ball comes out to the back. Dwyer with a good handball. This is what they need. But it's a long kick by Leishman inside 50. Open forward line, but it's North Beach. Oh no, very good tackle from behind. The game and North Beach were calling for something. And
that Lamont?
I think it might be Witheridge. Might be Witheridge, I think.
No, I think Sam Lamont.
Oh, it is Sam Lamont. Yeah. I do apologise. So
he's gone down with cramp. You only do that when you're 10 points up with a minute to go. But Lamont needs to kick this on. This is a must kick.
Sam Lamont from 45. Yes, that is good. From 45, Lamont has kicked the fourth, and North Beach's first goal since the first half. To say that was a much needed one would be the underestimate of a 2020 season.
Yeah, it's disappointing how Harrison Court got through again. You know, one of these left footers should have dropped it onto his right. Great punch there from Scotty Tyres, but Harrison just took a little bit too long. Great tackle though by Sam Lamont, and he certainly backed it up with a solid kick. But that brings North Beach to 4-6-30, but Scarborough still lead by 4.5 goals as we have 11 minutes 35 seconds left in this 2020 grand final.
So Cranley's now going to have to do it against Putt. Putt nice and fresh, and he does get a good jump into it, but it's Cranley with a heavy hitter. Now Mansfield's going to give them the first use and an inside 60-70 entry. Ball hits the ground, heavy tackle. I think that was Worthington that was tackled heavily by Piggott. And
the umpire's going to call it, I think. No.
So it's going to be another throw up, and Piggott and Putt and Cranley will now move over and do the ruck work again.
Putt with the leap, but Cranley with the strength. Scarborough play got taken out heavily there by Cocky. Umpires called another one. I think it's a cover-up kick from the previous, but the coach Wade Toomey will pick it up and settle everything down. Scarborough with, what have we got? We've only got 10 minutes 45 to go. He'll kick short across to the dog, Nick Hay. Another solid performance from this gentleman.
If they do need a little bit of hope, 15 minutes to go in the second semi. Wesley Curtin did kick 27 points to 1 to sort of get within a point. They're going to need something similar North Beach now. Ball comes out. County couldn't collect. Goes off the deck, though. They've got numbers forward of the ball here if they can kick it up. Oh, heavy hit. Toomey.
Straight at the ball. Takes it through. Saves the day. And picked up there by Sheen again. No, Drew Kent. Drew Kent's gone through, but great attack on the ball from Wade Toomey and use of his body. Solid bump there.
Toomey's experience has been good, and Putt is now losing his leap to advantage. Hoskins, though, that collects this one running through. A high left foot kick inside the 20-30.
Oh, Worthington taken out. Blatant push in the back from Eckert.
Probably should have done better there, Eckert. Probably should have done better.
Could have disguised it a little bit better, but Wertho again. Long, beautiful left foot kick. He'll drive it up to the half forward line where you've got Stingeray and Lewis Putt. The little men in Zach Morgan standing exactly where they should be. Feeds it out to the captain, Liam Rebillard. Rebillard walks around one, kicks it through. Curtis Riddell, the president, picks it up. Handballs to Lewis Putt. Lewis with a great little kick to Zach Morgan inside to Blair. The left footer kicks it long. Handball should have probably laid the boot. Great work, Tommy Irwin to Joel Ashman. There's no one forward, so he's just waiting appropriately. The big shove kicks it through. Tommy Irwin puts himself in front, and that is a great mark. Piggott was coming running at him. Tommy Irwin, the smallest man on the field, kicks forward to his another little man. The little men are starting to run right here, and that was a fantastic mark for Tommy Irwin, the Peard Real Estate mark of the day.
Well, if it was ever in doubt, Zach Morgan has got a chance to really ice this grand final. It's 27 points the difference. We have now got under 10 minutes to go in the grand final. He's been good all day, Zach Morgan. What can he do with a kick?
Runs in, number 9 on his back that his dad used to wear, but he's kicked like his dad used to as well, out of fullback at Scarborough. And I think he tried to sneak it over the fence to waste a bit more time, but with 8.5 minutes to go, Scarborough's still got a 27-point lead. North Beach deep in attack.
It's wrong end of the ground as Maddock Plain looks to bring it back in. He's going to kick down this commentary side of Bassendean Oval, looking for Cranley, who can't take the mark at the back. North Beach have been able to work it through Mansfield, and Cranley's been able to follow up. Long kick. This is where they need something. At the back is Garcia and Dwyer. Dwyer and Garcia in front position. Dwyer collects. Garcia went for the shepherd. The umpire put the whistle on the mouth and then put it away. He put the whistle on the mouth and put it away.
I think Dwyer ducked his head and tried to draw the free kick there, and the umpire wasn't having a part of it. That's unusual, but it was a good chase there by Drew Kent. Putty gets front spot, but the ball goes over his head. Chris Bryan in there as well. Warren Benjamin again doing tackles. Mansfield's been hard work in this last quarter. Kicks it forward.
Garcia was in front position but couldn't collect. Ball's going to roll out of bounds, I suggest, and it's in the right forward pocket for North Beach. Tim checks his watch again. It's getting close, Tim. It's getting close.
7 minutes 15 when the ball will be thrown in. Scarborough is still up by 4.5 goals. Lewis Putt in the ruck. The young colt up against Schofield that time. Schofield had front spot and did well. Valalonga comes through, gets his body in there. There's Curtis Riddell. He's had a solid day as well. Kicks to Shuffs. Shuffs and buckets. Shuffs goes through, picks up, and Shuffs are still working it through, and he manages just to sneak it over the boundary.
He's battled hard, Simons, in defence for North Beach. He's up the ground a little bit there, but he battled very hard there in that contest against Parker as well.
He was a champion player, Luke Simons. Should have gone further, but unfortunately his body let him down. But Lewis pucked up, double-handed down there to Valalonga. Valalonga on the left tries to get a handball through, but it's knocked through by, I think, into the feet of Hoskins, and the ball goes out of play for another throw in right in front of the Scarborough can bar. That's getting a little bit rowdy, and understandably.
I think the excitement is building over there. They can almost taste it. Well, they can probably taste something else, but now they can almost taste premiership. Ball again in dispute. North Beach are going to go for one more time forward. Mark is taken by Dwyer. The captain kicks long, but no one back. It's Worthington.
Scotty Worthington. They got one behind the ball. It's I don't know if Pappy's worked that out or whether he knows what's going on there, but it seems that Scarborough have got one, understandably, with a 4-goal lead with 5 minutes to go in the
great
good
smother. That was County. He's giving himself a chance. He's going to follow up here. Throws it on the right foot, but I think it's going to end up again in a deep defender. Toomey this time. Not Worthington, but Toomey. Handball's gone over the head.
Put a bit of pressure on Valalonga, but he's up to the task. Valalonga kicks long straight down to the Shuffs. Cranley again trying to fight hard. Shuffs buckets couldn't get hold of it. North Beach will clear this as the Scarborough got a lot of players behind the ball.
Helly picks up. He's going to look to the middle. They need to run and go. Marked in the centre of the ground by Dwyer. He's looking around, not sure where to go.
I think that's Eckert, is it?
Apologies.
No,
it's Leishman.
Leishman. Haven't called that name for a while, Cam.
No, he kicks long, looking for a leading player. Cocky there at the back isn't able to collect, and it's going to be taken by Valalonga, who's also been good today.
Oh, great tackle by Shuffs. The big man is just giving everything. 37 years of age. He has been a fantastic player there today, and would be a sneaky chance. The umpires love him. A sneaky chance to take out the medal, but it is wide open today. But Scarborough with 4.5 minutes. The can bar is starting to celebrate. They're moving down from the area. Captain Liam Billiard is still forcing it forward. Oh, Cocky came through with an elbow. Luckily missed. Jolie Ashman was lucky enough, and Cocky landed on his fellow North Beach player. That was very, very bloody dangerous play. Here's Adam Valalonga chasing Buckets. Buckets has done well with strength. He's a smart player, great kid. Yes. Kicks across to County.
He finds County, and County knows he has to go quickly. Kicks towards the centre of the ground. Free kick's been pulled out here, and it's going to go the way of Mansfield. Advantage is played. So there's a mark now taken by Gill. He's got it 45 metres out. He'd have to kick from deep downtown, from outside the paint. Not sure if he can get the distance from here. We will see. He does think he can. Gill lining up from right on the 50.
He's dragged it.
He has way outside, and it's going to be one behind. On the scoreboard we see Scarborough 9-3-57. There's a 26-point lead. North Beach 4-7-31. We're down into the last 5 minutes of the 2020 COVID-shortened Perth Football League A-grade season.
3 minutes 30 to go as the coach, Wade Toomey, runs through. He's only got Cocky there, so he can run as far as he likes, really. Kicks across to Shuffs again, gets told to settle down by Vice President Tommy Willett. Shuffs kicks straight forward to Mitch McPhee. The Scarborough boys have all pushed forward. As is that Joey Deegan?
Yeah,
That looks like
Joey Deegan, he got
Cocky took him out. So
tough day for Joey Deegan. He got taken out early in the first quarter.
Oh, Stinger Ray's marked it one importantly when it's time. He's had a tough day, old Stinger, but he kicks it forward there, straight back out, and Scarborough are all over this. And I think we can just about say Wesley that Scarborough will win the 2020 Premiership over North Beach.
It's been a good grand final. The Derby has lived up to the hype. It's Scarborough that have been intense at the ball, intense at the man all day. They've wanted this game more, and in a couple of minutes they're going to win a well-deserved premiership, their second premiership in 3 seasons.
Warren Benjamin kicks forward. Cranley gives a little nudge. Catalfamo drops one he possibly should have taken, but had heat from there from Jolie Ashman. The Scarborough crowd are on the edge of the fence over there on the far side, getting ready to jump across, because in only a couple of minutes Scarborough will be declared the 2020 A-grade premiers. 2 minutes to go on the clock. All of the players are on the Scarborough forward of the line. Shuffs is still doing hard things in there. Mitch McPhee, could he kick one from there just to finish things off?
Another very heavy tackle.
Maddock Plain, was it?
Yeah.
He's tried his heart out as well,
I
Cam.
think that one was Witheridge. But,
Witheridge.
You can see the fight's gone out of the game. That was a heavy tackle, but earlier in the game there would have been a lot of heat after those sort of tackles. Now we're simply playing out time. Scarborough would be enjoying this. Coach Wade Toomey is going to have his first premiership as a A-grade coach. He's had many premierships at this level and other levels.
Harrison Court, they're all the back line are down there trying to kick a goal themselves and make heroes of them. And Mitch McPhee kicks one off the ground, but it's a point through to Scarborough.
Couldn't quite get the job done off the ground there, Mitch McPhee, but he's been another that's done well. But Tekia, who's been one of North Beach's best, goes, kicks long towards the centre of the ground. But it was Worthington in best position, dropped a mark that sometimes he would have taken. You feel like he would have taken it today. Ball comes at the back, and again it's Scarborough.
How's the vision? Fantastic vision, Tuma. Over to Vallelonga. Just not enough on the kick. Oh, Holden nearly had 3 goes at it, but he's done everything. But unfortunately, it's going to be all in vain. That's just silly. Silly play. Just let the boys finish the game, boys. Let's shake hands and all. Let's walk off. There's no need for that. But Scarborough's been a fantastic blood rule. May actually this could be the end of the game under the blood rule. So, but there has been some brilliant efforts today. But I'll take my hat off to Kyle Cranley. He just has not given up trying. He's been effectively in the ruck on his own the whole way. Oh, that's a North Beach player coming off.
Well, you've got to give credit.
Here we go, folks. The siren is about to go.
They had to come from 4th. They weren't in finals until the last day of the season.
And that's it.
They may be letting us have a throw in.
There's the siren. Celebrate Scarborough. They jumped the fence.
For the second time in 3 years, Scarborough premiers. They're too good on this day in 2020 at Basildine Oval. It's Scarborough 9-4-58, defeating North Beach 4-6-30. They've won the Battle of the Derby. They've won the Battle of the Coast. Congratulations to Scarborough.
And fantastic when you look at the support team that comes out. Courtney Moore's the director of footy, done a brilliant job. You've got Ian Kent, Drew's father, drives down from Kellerberrin every week to do the training and give the boys the hot rub on their legs. Colin Prittis and Jamo worked tirelessly through this. It's just been a fantastic club effort. And Wade Toomey, in his first year as a senior coach of an A-grade amateur footy side, has won the premiership.
You check out those scenes, there is a throng of supporters, support staff, loved ones that are getting around the Scarborough group. It may have been a season like no other, it may have been a shortened season, but at this exact moment, the elation that those 22 players and every Scarborough fan is feeling, you can't take that away. Congratulations, Scarborough. It was a well-deserved premiership. Scoreboard's just been updated by the looks of it. It's North Beach 4-7, Scarborough 9-4. That's the final score.
And the weather held off, which was fantastic as well. But it's brilliant to see two teams that come. They're basically 2 kilometres door to door between the two, and the playoff in the Premier League today was just brilliant. It was a great effort. I think the medal for the best player is wide open. Warren Benjamin had a great start early. Joel Ashman finished well in the last half. You had Blair Ranford. There's names like Zach Morgan consistently. Aidan Parker. Wade Toomey hardly let anything get past him. Scotty Ties from North Beach.
It was a true team effort from Scarborough for North Beach. Quickly, the goal kickers, Garcia, Dwyer, Leishman and Lamont. It was all singles. None better probably than Mansfield. He tried his heart out in the middle of the ground alongside Cranley in the ruck. They were the two that were probably the best across the 4 quarters. Patekia's first half was very, very good. Hoskins tried hard in the middle as well. Garcia looked dangerous when the ball did get forward. And Maddock playing also in defence had some good moments. But in the end, it was probably the out-and-out class and the team effort of Scarborough that overcame the willingness and battleness that came from the North Beach side.
And goal kickers for Scarborough, the president, Kurt Riddell, he done a brilliant job off-field and fantastic, especially his last month on-field, kicked the first. But you had Valalonga. We're not sure if it's 1 or 2. We'll give him 1 because Mitch McPhee kicked a couple. Sheeny, Bakes with a couple, Ashman, Rebellion, and I think I missed one at the end, but it doesn't matter because Scarborough have won it, and what a fantastic effort.
Congratulations to the Scarborough Football Club. They are the premiers for 2020 in the Perth Football League. Thank you for joining us across the day. We've had premierships in the Colts to the Wesley Curtin side, to North Beach and the reserves. And in the A-grade 2020 premiership, it was Scarborough 9 goals for 58, defeating North Beach 4-7-31. We look forward to seeing you again in 2021.
These results are really presented to the player judge best on outsiders as best on ground in today's grand final. It is a memory of only holders, and they might pick up the full team inducted. Making that presentation is build up by the year, Matt Moore. It is a great pleasure to announce that today's best player is from Scarborough, number 4, Adam Madalanga. The coach of North Beach changed back to St. Hills. Thank you for having us up here. All of today's game. We've had a pretty successful season. So we've had a lot of great playing finals. We're going to back in the third for a little bit, but we'll have a pretty good weekend. The only thing I wanted to say is big shout out to our major sponsors in Royal Wilsey, Darwell Cop Home from KC Australia with the season of no walls, they've all jumped in for us and made us so cool, jumpers on their backs, so thanks for that. Please congratulate the Scarborough Lane Rookie. Now by way to the safety rules and into the next premiership team. Premiership Day will be presented by the Atomic Football League member who will ask for a 5 times A-grade premiership player, former state captain at 2 Cross. Please welcome the lady.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to call on Mr. Tony Dean Sandover to present the Sandover Shield to the winning captain and coach. Thanks very much, David. A terrific game between these two teams. North Beach has had a terrific season. Congratulations on that. Unfortunately, it goes to the Scarborough